Now, something really interesting and surprising at the same time, less than a third of the water that is pumped out to residents by the Murang'a South Water and Sanitation Company reaches the customers, less than a third. That damning statistic is the finding of a non-revenue water audit of water service providers that looked at 9 providers and which provides recommendations on how to curb water loss. Now, here's Alex Mwangi with more about the challenges facing the production and commercialization of water.
Non-revenue water is water that has been produced for consumption but fails to reach the intended recipients because of any of multiple reasons, such as leakage or sabotage.
It's classified by WASREP. What is beyond 25 is unacceptable. Our non-revenue water is now in the range of 47%. You've realized we lose about 8 billion shillings a year on non-revenue water.
The estimated 8 billion shilling loss translates to a fifth of the current annual budget for the Water and Sanitation Ministry. The final report of the non-revenue water audit of water service providers shows that Murang'a South, at 76.9%, has the highest non-revenue water incidence. Nakuru Rural loses 65.1% of the water, while Kakamega has a non-revenue water count of 54.6%. Among the 9, Malindi loses the least water, at 31.7%. None of the 9, however, is below the recommended 25%.
If the losses are high and the water supply is intermittent, then you tend to find that people don't have a good service, and so they don't want to pay for water, so they don't want a connection, or they disconnect, or they make an illegal connection. And also the network doesn't perform well because it's pressurized and not pressurized, it tends to burst more. So you have a number of factors that just cause the network to get worse and worse.
Water is life, and for economies to grow, they need sufficient amounts of it. Going into the future, living sustainably will entail a shift in the mindset of members of the public regarding the use of the precious, yet in some areas, scarce commodity.
And I want to challenge Kenyans to also change their behavior in how they deal with water. Water is not in abundance. We spend so much money to source. Imagine now the water of Nairobi is coming from almost 150 kilometers. And all this water, when it comes to Nairobi or our cities, you find somebody is using treated water to wash a vehicle or to water a garden or to even just let taps running. This behavior must change.
Technical assistance from development partners, the replacement of old pipes, and attaching importance to the quality of leak repairs are some of the recommendations that the report makes. The report was developed by design, engineering and project management consultants Atkins with financial support from the Kenya Markets Trust, Netherlands SNV and UK Aid. Alex Mwangi,